You're listening to the Ochoman, Behind the Eight Ball, only on Ignotainment.
I'm always on my old black list or something.
Without further ado, the one, the only, Ochoman.
I'm trying to live my life, and it just makes me so wild and mean.
Hola muchachos, my friends. It's May 22nd, and welcome aboard the Ochoman Behind the Eight Ball with Chris and Armand. And glad to have you guys on board here.
Wonderful to be here.
Hey, happy Memorial Day to our military listeners.
Definitely.
Don't forget to
Definitely.
a little respect for those guys.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, they need all the applause.
Damn right.
And Nick's not with us today because he was running late, and
I don't think so. I bet there's some conspiracy there.
I was going to
No
say,
way
yeah,
that,
I think he's not here because the CIA has him,
I think,
or the Rothschild.
I think he's in a different dimension. That kid's he's on the Queen Mary somewhere.
Yeah,
he's in
well,
space station.
No, seriously
not
though,
ours.
he was running behind, and I said,
You bought that, huh?
Well, I called the show off, and because he wasn't going to make it
You
on
did?
time.
I was on my way.
Well, you were here, so I
I'm,
said,
I'm the marrow.
I
the
know,
spine.
the marrow to your bone.
The
You are
thematic milk of this show.
you are the mayor of the show.
You're the tit, and I'm the milk.
There you go, tit and milk. That's great to know.
Don't
Anyway.
patronize me.
Yes, that just happened.
And hey guys, this heating thing in my pool's not working out like I thought.
I was going to come over this week. It's not ready?
It's there, but man, it's getting really warm in there. The kid's pumping this thing up to 92 degrees in my pool, and that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of heat.
It's got to be a big bill, man.
I'm saying, and she doesn't understand that this is not free. And
Who's
the guy,
pumping? What?
My daughter is getting this thing up to 92 degrees in the
cool.
swimming pool.
See, now that defeats the purpose to me. I like a little chilly. I like
It
you
defeats,
know,
it
well,
defeats
now
the
maybe.
pocketbook, too.
Yeah, well,
It was
multiple defeats.
The guy,
yeah.
I'm telling you, when they put in the pool this heater, the guy said keep it about 78 to 80.
Yeah, right. There you go. Even that's
78
a little warm.
to 80. No, that's right. That really, yeah.
Listen, in July when it's 105 out, I want a little cool.
Well, yeah. Then you turn the damn thing
Right.
off. But right now she's got it.
Well, now I want to ask you, how do you cool it then? I mean, because I would think the water itself is just from,
no, it cools really fast.
even in 110 degree.
No, I don't know about that. But
I don't want to get into global warming, but if you want to talk about heat transfer and the second law of thermodynamics, I'd be glad to explain
No,
it to
I
you.
really don't want to hear all that.
Chris, would you
shit.
like a dissertation on?
Yes.
Entropy?
Yeah, I'll be,
Why did you
I'll
say
be waiting
yes
after
to
the
that?
show.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
After the
after
show.
the- oh, all
I'll be
right.
sitting here listening to the bullshit.
Where are the donuts?
Yeah, I forgot the donuts
God
again.
damn it.
Well, I've been trying to lose weight
starving.
too, and this
I'll
shit's
eat not for you.
I know, but how can you buy donuts and not have a donut?
Hey, you see my cousin Sergio? He's like, man, that guy's lost like 100 pounds now.
I know.
He's not eating any donuts.
Boy, he's not eating. Oh, that guy is eating birdseed. That guy's.
Well, this is what I got to bring up, though. I would really like to find a lawyer that we can find.
A weight loss lawyer?
We could have a lawsuit against like Papa John's.
Are they the ones? You and those late night commercials again.
Yeah, I mean these
gets
fucking
to 'em.
commercials should not be on the air
Why don't
at
you
2 or
join them?
3 a.m.
They're looking for franchisers. I hear they advertise all the time.
Hey, might as well make some money off of it, I guess.
Who's doing that commercial, anyways? It was Peyton Manning first, right?
Yeah.
Then, wasn't it Joe Montana?
Joe Montana.
Anybody
Now
else?
he's out of the scene.
Is he?
Now he's got a basketball player that hoop guy just or he throws a ball over his shoulder or over his
What,
head.
it lands in a pizza oven or something?
I don't.
I
really
feel like
care.
that guy John is the most arrogant human being on the planet.
It's an interesting campaign. I'm not sure exactly who he's after with that one.
Well,
I guess the fat guy watching TV at the middle of the night. And
Yeah, the fat guy that
makes
can't
your
sleep.
Mouth water.
Yeah, that can't sleep, and he's hungry, and he's watching ESPN, and
Well, there's your problem. You're insomnia. What you want me to prescribe something? A little Ambien? Something to put you,
you know,
out?
I heard about
Yes,
these.
please.
I've heard about these pills.
You
though.
can have Oxycontin.
Yeah, there we go.
I've heard about
Start
these
a-
pills, though.
What
Start
pills?
a pill mill.
Well, I've heard these pills that when you're sleeping, though, you see some weird dreams.
Yeah,
and
well,
shit.
that is if you look on the in the PDR physician's desk reference, that is one of the.
and
I actually have one of those. I have a PDR.
No kidding.
Yeah.
This year.
and Chris,
Yeah, it was, no, it's an old one.
Chris, if you can, there was this commercial I seen about a guy trying to quit smoking, and he's on these pills. And My God, man, it was unbelievable. The
they're
shit
not-
that the guy goes through.
But they're not insomnia pill. These are
No, these are for nicotine.
Yeah, that
But-
too.
but
Well, the
the-
patch too. They have,
But it
apparently.
says you're going to get suicidal thoughts. You
Yeah.
may get tumors. You may get this. You may get that. I mean,
You may
this-
murder everyone in your family.
Yeah. Oh,
But
but
you'll
you'll
stop
stop
smoking.
smoking.
Smoking. That's the important thing.
And I just couldn't believe that. Who the hell would risk
Well,
all that?
you have to
for that?
understand they have to. I believe the FDA makes them say this, but the odds are infinitesimal of this stuff happening. It's very rare. I mean, they
It'd be
wouldn't put
my
this
luck.
stuff out.
It'd be Ochoman's luck. That's exactly what would
might.
Oh
happen.
shit! I would get all that they're mentioning.
Yeah,
right
I
there.
know. With you're. Listen, it's not something. I don't think I'd bring that up about you having a hoodoo on you when you're giving all these picks to these guys.
Yeah. On that side, though, he's got the.
Of course,
good
you're not
one.
betting on it yourself. So
Well, the
they're
thing
probably
on
winners.
that is I'm up so much.
Yeah, you're doing good.
I mean, no. I mean, I stay up.
Oh.
I'm
I thought you meant.
well, I'm doing
financially.
good on that
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But the thing is, I stay up so much that I'm just getting every scoop on everything.
Well, a little activity before you go to bed. Grab the wife and
What do I
a
gra-
little in out,
The-
little
the
coitus.
The wife has locked the door on me.
Oh, oof. Well,
Yeah,
I think it's time.
that's
to,
never a good sign.
You better get that
the
jack
only
off
thing you-
robot.
Yeah.
Remember that? We were talking about that last week.
Yeah,
the jack off
the
robot.
jack off robot.
That didn't even look like a human, man.
Close your eyes. What are you talking?
Oh Jesus!
Do we have to bring up the Las Vegas trip again?
No, don't
Okay.
bring up any Las Vegas.
Did that affect me at all?
Mute.
No kidding. By the way, that was 25 years ago.
Not quite. It was 92 or 93.
That I had nothing to do with. Jesus Christ!
That's almost been 25 years.
20.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Yeah,
You're
fuck
rounding
that.
off.
Things are going so fast, man. I mean, my kid's now going to be a sophomore in high school, and I'm
Oh,
like,
boy.
it's unbelievable shit. This thing's flying.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, man.
She's asking me for a car now, and I'm
Oh,
like,
boy.
are you
Now you're in
fucking kidding
trouble.
me? A car?
Is this the one that's heating up the pool?
This one's heating up the
Oh,
pool.
boy. Listen, she can have a
Probably
heated
gonna
pool
want a
or a car,
Ferrari,
but not
yeah.
both.
Yeah,
we
well, with
have
what
to
you're
put our foot
spending,
down,
with
these
what you're
kids.
spending to heat that heat the pool,
Yeah, probably.
Here's your Lamborghini.
A Nissan, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Neat
know
something.
what? I did hop in that pool though. It felt damn good.
I
Oh,
bet
it's
it
already ready to
did.
go. Okay. You having a party this weekend, Barb?
Actually, she's having her birthday party, and she
Oh.
said, "Dad,
What is she, 15?
Yeah,
Wow,
15.
15.
And she said, Dad, I'm having like 6 other people over.
Boys?
No,
Good.
no, all girls.
Yeah, none of that.
And she said, "Can you not be here?"
She is growing up.
Hey, at least she's honest.
Hey, listen, I can see that request. That's very understandable.
Me
Now,
what
getting to
I-
the point
you know
where-
what you ought to say? Not only am I going to be here, but we're recording a live Ochoman show at your party.
Oh, yeah.
Have all your friends on as
As if she
guests
wasn't
and
embarrassed
completely
enough about her
humiliate you.
father. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We're embarrassed about him. Why shouldn't she be?
Great. This is what I got to.
So you're on a diet, though. You're trying to, despite John and his propaganda late night.
Well, you know what? I've cut back. The wife's got me on a diet right now where I'm losing like 2 pounds a week, and it's not like I'm just trying to lose like 30, 40 pounds. That's it. That's all
Well,
I'm.
you've done it before.
Yeah. So if your cousin
Oh, that guy
can
I
lose
mean,
100 damn pounds, I surely
Yeah, but
can.
nobody's got that. I don't know how he gets that kind of willpower. I'd rather not eat. I told him, I do a lot of intermittent fasting. I can go a
that
whole day
shit's
without
not
eating.
going to be good though, because down the line he does break. These
I
are
don't
like
know.
crackheads, you know.
Sounds like he's had a, complete life change. I mean, he doesn't cut out all the soda and all the crap, which I think I could live without that too. But this guy's eating like those kale chips and whatever.
Stale chips. What the fuck are
Kale, or I don't know what the hell it is. I bought it for him. I saw him on sale at Schnucks, and I
Really?
bought him a couple bags of this stuff. It looks like Soylent Green. Remember that movie?
No. I
Remember that,
really
Chris?
don't.
I don't remember that.
Oh,
no.
Charlton Heston. Soylent Green is people.
All right, Soylent Green, she.
Yeah, in fact, Edward G. Robinson was in it.
Ah, look
we
at
talked
that.
about it.
There you go.
We talked about that. Remember Charlton Heston and Edward G.
I
Robinson were
fucking
in.
agree with you on everything, just to
No,
shut
it's
you
true.
up.
They
I
were in,
dedicate
they were in the
this show to
Ten
Edward G.
Commandments.
Robinson.
Oh, the Ten Commandments.
Right,
Yeah,
of course. Give us you know what you got to say.
Yeah. He says, "Where's your Messiah now?" See,
Yes, that's the obligatory line. Anyway, they were very good friends from that movie, and his last movie was Soylent Green. It's a great science fiction movie in '73, and everybody knew the last scene he kills himself. It's this the overpopulation and global warming. You'd love it. And he's an old guy, and he decides to kill himself. They have this place you go where they kill you. You know, they give you 20 minutes of rapture before you just check out. They give you hemlock or whatever.
Right.
And Charlton Heston, he had this very touching scene because 2 weeks later, Edward G. Robinson was dead. They knew he was going to die, and it was his last scene.
Oh,
and he
right,
had cancer.
you mentioned that.
Yeah, and it's like, you could just tell these two guys were. It was great. What a
So
great
this
scene.
was really much more than just
exactly.
a scene on
right.
that. Okay,
they
beautiful.
knew it was the end. Like, when you're about to go, we'll do an Ochoman show, and
Thank you.
I'm choking up
well,
already.
You'll fucking go before me.
All right, well then
I'm going to
you
live
can
a
do it for me
miserable,
then.
long life.
Will you choke up though? I mean, you didn't seem too emotional about that.
Yeah.
That didn't seem to affect you in the manner
No.
What are you, made of stone? Were you marble?
Anytime you're hurting, pal, I'm hurting too.
Okay, you memorial bastard.
Yes, I'm definitely a memorial bastard. Speaking of
Not memorial, marmorial of marble.
It's the same thing. What the hell?
It's all the same.
It's memorial. It's Memorial Day. Come on.
It's all the same. See, Moggs?
Yeah, Muggs.
Memorial Day is Monday, and I tell you what, man, it's beautiful to know that we pay respect. Will these people that stood against the movie American Sniper, will they celebrate Memorial Day?
I don't think they'll observe it. Yeah, I really don't think so.
It's just a one day that they're probably not just gonna. They're not gonna be working. They don't give a shit. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Well, listen, I got a hard on about Labor Day. They can go to hell with Labor Day, but Memorial Day, that's
go straight
important.
to hell and like it.
Yes, no deviations, no detours. Screw Labor
Do not
Day.
pass go. Do
I
not
like
collect
having that day
$100.
off, but
It's
big
Memorial Day, man.
Memorial Day is for the military. That's,
for the military.
these guys died for us. That's even the guys that didn't. They put their lives on the line. Can you imagine that? That's
well, I mean,
that's
you,
great.
You really reflect.
You gotta appreciate it.
Check this out now. If you're really thinking about it, I'm from. I'm not from, but
You're from Lebanon. We know where you're from.
Okay, Beirut, Lebanon.
Yes.
When I was a little kid, as a Christian, we had abandoned the entire city because civil war broke out between Muslims and Christians.
74?
I think 73, 74, yeah.
Well,
And
yeah, that's right. You would have been about 5 or 6.
yeah, something like that. And
It's a little baby Ochoman.
Whose side were you on?
I'm a Christian. You fuck.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, you fuck! I'm a Christian.
Yeah, speaking of which, have you ever been to Palmyra?
No, what is that?
It's that very historic city that
I'm a little
ISIS
kid.
just took it over.
Oh, great! Another.
Yeah, we lose again. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, if Nick was here, he'd say it's all
It's
Photoshop.
not right. It's it's the Venusians.
They haven't taken anything over. But in any case, how great of a country we live in right now, to where I can get in my car from St. Louis and drive to Chicago, and
but don't take
and
Amtrak.
Well, whatever. You don't have to cross barbed wires. You don't have to worry about ISIS. You don't have to worry about minefields. It's this country that you feel safe. And it's because of these guys that we're going to be saluting to on Monday. It's Memorial Day. It's because of these people that made all this possible for me to get in my fucking car in St. Louis and drive to Chicago or drive to Kansas City and not worry about borders, not worry about barbed wires, not worry about minefields, not worry about another country getting pissed at me or anything like that. I mean, it's a reflection of what we are.
Yeah, but we were talking about this last week. Now, where does all this stop, though? I mean, like, you got ISIS. Personally, I don't think they're, an existential threat to us.
Well, I already told you
do we
that.
send our boys?
No, we
don't. I don't think so either.
No,
but we're losing.
I didn't fucking say that.
No,
I
I'm
think
just asking.
we
That's
need
a
to take out.
philosophical
We need to take
question.
out ISIS.
But we can't do it without 50,000. It's going to take 50,000. That's what the generals say.
You know what? That's the role that we have taken. So might as well finish this fucking job once and for all. We don't need this type of behavior in the world, to where anything that they do, it progresses into beheadings of Christian people and just innocent people. This is a bad group.
Yeah, but
man.
the problem is a bad area. I mean, once you take them out, when we leave, they're replaced by somebody just as bad or worse.
Let's take
That's
our
the problem.
chances there. Let's take our chances, because right now this group needs to get out of the scene.
Well, let them do it. It's a religious war. Let the Sunnis do it.
The Sunnis are supporting it, man. The
I know.
Sunnis.
I mean, the Shia. They're Sunni, right?
No,
ISIS is Sunni. Isn't
yeah,
it?
they're
right,
Sunni.
So they need the Shia to take care of.
Well, that's a problem because America has a problem with Iran. So
Correct.
So It's
So what do? We stay the hell out. That's all. It's terrible, but you stay out. That's all.
We should have stayed out completely from day one. But in
No,
any
yeah,
case,
well.
that's we're
Yeah.
past that.
Anyway,
right
what
now.
about the hockey league? What about NHL? What's going on? I've been
NHL,
following it. What's going on with Tampa?
NHL, I'm telling you right now, my Tampa team that I've been riding
What's that
so high
series?
on, they got their shit together.
No, they do, man. They are.
They got the
hot.
Rangers, right?
Stamkos is hot. Yeah.
What's that series? I haven't
It-
followed it. I'm in Chicago.
Tampa
They're all
Bay is
Blackhawk
up.
crazy up there.
2-1.
2-1.
The Lightning are up over the Rangers.
And Tampa's really gotten into Lundqvist's head, the goalie for
they
New
have.
York
He's-
Rangers.
When's the last time an Eastern team won? I mean, it's been a while.
Well, that's
right?
going to happen this time
yeah.
You
around.
think? You think that the winner of that series is going to take it all?
It's going to be. It's
I
gonna
like
be,
the
Anaheim looks pretty good. Right?
Oh, the hell with them, and hell with Chicago. I hate both those teams. I'm
Happy to
telling
see
you right
Chicago
now.
lose.
I would like to see Tampa Bay, and I've been I've made a lot of money this year, giving out a lot of Tampa Bay picks, and it's not going to stop. I think they're going to be rewarded with a big cup.
Wow. Have they ever won it before? I don't think so.
I don't think
They
so.
made the finals, though, haven't they?
I think Florida's won it before, haven't they?
Florida has. Yes, I believe that was.
Aren't they the Panthers?
Yeah. They won in. Hold on, I'm gonna have to
That's
look it
all
up.
right.
I think
Look
it was
that
the
up right
early
There's another hockey team in
03,
Florida?
04.
I
Yeah,
didn't
the
even know
Florida
that.
Panthers and
Yeah.
Tampa Bay Lightning.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much you know.
I thought
You-
Jacksonville was the Panthers.
No,
Nope.
man, that's
No.
a fucking football
Yeah.
team.
You're telling me there's a hockey team called the Panthers?
The Florida
Yes, there
Panthers.
is.
Yeah, they're red and black, and I don't know. What
Sorry, they were in the Stanley Cup Finals. They didn't win.
they were
Lightning,
in the
right?
Stanley
Yeah,
Cup
they were in
Finals.
the-
Yeah, they lost in 7 games, I think. Wasn't it come down to 7 games?
But now you know the Florida Panthers.
no, the Lightning.
4-0. No,
it's-
I'm talking about the Panthers.
What
Yeah,
are they out
Florida
of,
Panther.
Miami?
Yeah, they're out of Miami.
Oh.
The Florida Panthers.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. They're out.
Well, I know
of-
there's a trivia question. Name teams that have the same, like the Oilers and the Rangers, that have more than different teams in different sports. So now we got the Panthers in 2 different sports.
Sure.
yeah,
I've
but
been blowing that trivia question.
Well, there. I mean, how many Cardinal teams you got throughout the world?
Well, now you got 2.
You got Stanford. You got
No,
Stanford.
no, we're
you
talking
got
about
Louisville.
Major League.
Yeah, but you always see Cardinals too.
Well, actually, Stanford is the Cardinal because it's actually the red
Yeah,
they
the
wear.
Cardinal.
They're not the Cardinals.
What's that goofy fucking the mascot they got in Stanford? What the hell is it? Looks like a one barf ball.
It's awful. It's awful. But, man, the education's good. So
Well,
I'd go.
It's a good school. Yeah, Stanford's tough.
Yeah.
Who's that Santa Cruz? The Banana Slugs? Well, they got some interesting mascots out there.
And you know what?
Yep,
I
there
only
are.
know these fucks by late night betting on them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you used to bet the whack all the time. I remember that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? In high school days and college days, you never got enough. And 9 p.m.,
Yeah.
9:30 p.m., you had a big Pac-10 going off or a whack team going
right.
off.
The Aztecs were playing somebody, and it'd be like 62-58. It's
Yeah,
2 in the morning, and they're still
always.
scoring points. They're
Always.
playing the Rainbows or something.
No, they were playing Fresno.
Fresno,
taking on San Diego
or
State.
Brigham Young. All right.
And the over and under's a
Yeah,
120.
120, and they covered all the time. It always went over.
You're thinking, so why even put a defensive team out there?
They didn't. Well, that's for lack of a better term. I don't know what they really were. Hey, did you see that porn movie with Nina Hartley being Hillary? Did you see that?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
I saw this the other
Did you
day on
see
the
that?
HuffPost.
I
Yeah.
love
Did they
Nina
make it, or is that
Hartley,
in
too.
production?
I
I'm
think
not
it's
sure.
being made.
Yeah, because I want to get that one. I like Nina Hartley. Remember what?
Yeah,
She's got to be around 60-something.
God, she's beautiful. She was beautiful back then.
Back then.
Yeah,
she used
she-
to do those
I think-
commercials late at night. Remember for that pleasure play? The place you get the dildos, etc. And they,
You got a dildo, don't you?
Well, I wouldn't. Don't tell anybody.
All right, well, we'll keep it between us and the 4 listeners here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, what I do is between me and my rectum. Now I don't know if that. I don't know if that constitutes being gay. If you stick it up your own ass, is that gay?
I think that would be pretty good.
You think that would?
I
Wow,
think so.
maybe I'm gay then. Huh? I thought I was just.
That's
didn't
why
wanna
you.
get
I thought I was ambiguous.
That's why you look at me like that. every
Ambiguously
time.
gay, Armand.
Does the size matter? If it's a small one, it was a little.
Anything you stick back there, it's a gay tendency.
It could definitely.
If you do it yourself.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, maybe.
If it's outside,
You're an autosexual if you do it yourself, right?
If it's outside of a doctor's office, something that is
What if a woman's
medically
present?
required.
What if a woman does it?
Now that now, Chris. Now that's a different
Sure, no, that's
scenario.
that's
I
a
have to
game
tell
changer.
you,
That's a game changer.
Okay, because
You've had a lot of women
Armand's
around
just going to
you.
go to the library and just stand sort of near a woman, and it's like, it's not gay anymore. There's a woman present.
Oh no.
no, I didn't say that.
This
She has to
guy-
be actually on the other end of it. She has to be
Oh, okay.
prodding and probing.
So not just present, but
Yes,
actively
she
engaged.
has to be right. You have to
Okay.
be on opposite ends of the.
Well, that makes
implement.
sense.
Yeah,
No,
but
this
that's
guy-
not gay.
No, that's
So
okay.
the act of having your ass
That's
invaded
Randy, baby.
is not in and of itself homosexual.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't think you're gay if a woman's
plays
present.
around.
I mean, if you,
Okay.
if you stick have her stick the beads in your ass.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then it's okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like any vegetables or anything that you
that
want.
doesn't matter. As long as it's a woman.
As long as there's a female there,
Plying you
and
with-
I'm not
with-
talking about some animal either. It's got to be a female
well,
woman.
Yeah, female of this species. Yes.
Right. Which you've done a lot, by the way. Yeah, you're a nasty prick. This guy, every
Proud
time
of
he's
it.
around the woman, he's bending over.
I didn't say they were good-looking women. Although I've had a couple. I've had
No,
my share.
you've had some. Pretty
Well, I've had some
women.
dogs too. Oh my God. I was
Not
notorious for
yeah.
having
You
ugly women.
hey, you definitely are notorious for that too. I remember seeing a couple.
Very
of them.
generous man.
Oh.
Anyway, you going to see the movie though? I think Nina Hartley is. I'm trying to picture that.
Well, I seen her on maybe a year ago talking about one of her old movies on Cinemax, and I tell you what, man, she's aged gracefully though.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's still.
Did you see
keeps
that porn
herself
movie
fit.
with the gal that did Sarah Palin? Well, she was hot.
God,
I've heard of this.
Oh,
I think
boy,
Sarah
what a pair
Palin
she had. They're
would
beautiful
be
implants.
Such a beautiful,
She's a beautiful woman anyway.
exotic, erotic woman.
I think her daughter, didn't they call off her wedding?
Oh, they did. I didn't hear this.
Yeah, they call. I don't know what happened, but
They
it's
called
off.
off the wedding again, huh?
It's off.
The first one was a hockey player, hockey kid,
Was he?
right?
Yeah, I think so.
And now this kid was who? What
I
did
don't know
this
who
guy
this one,
do?
Chris.
Yeah, I don't know who he
was.
was. I'd never heard of him.
No,
She's
but
kinda out of the
I
loop
think
now.
this
She's
one
a-
was like the all-American kid too.
Let's see.
Well, I'd marry her daughter. I'd marry her. I'd marry anybody in that family.
I would want
Of course
her
you wanna get in that
daughter
family.
and her.
Oh, there you go.
Now that would be hot. And
Grandma too.
Well, I don't know about grandma.
Sarah, are you in here with Jono?
Grandma.
Ocho.
Grandma.
Ocho?
Grandma probably.
I don't know.
got
3
eat-
generations is probably 1 generation too many.
Yeah.
Oh, he was actually Medal of Honor winner. He was in the
Wow.
in the military.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's
You know what it was. She
Audie
said.
Murphy, man.
Sarah said, "Hey, this is the person that you need to be with, so this could really help me out."
Hey, well, who did look at who Chelsea Clinton got? That the guy's dad's rich. He's a big time trader.
Loaded.
Come on. Oh God, yeah, he's some kind of
Oh,
investment.
she's just a chip off the old block, isn't she? With mom.
What is she
Brilliant.
doing getting $600,000 for working for CNN or whatever? What is her?
What does she do? Yeah.
Yeah, you should be getting $6 million.
We need the Ocho Man on CNN.
No
I
kidding.
would love.
I
to
would
be
watch
a
CNN.
correspondent for CNN.
Yeah, Lebanon division. Yeah.
Lebanon.
You could work the Lebanon desk.
Yeah,
Hey, this is Ocho Man from the Lebanon division. Fuck you.
He'd be eating, of course.
You
You have to put the sandwich down to do your interview.
Fuck you, America.
Where would you like to take Nick with you too?
Oh, I'm not taking Nick.
We have a.
You know what Nick will do?
Oh boy.
Nick will take me to their ISIS camp and say, "These guys are innocent people. They're just here. Look, they're good." Next thing you know, they got me in an orange jumpsuit.
I think Nick's.
and that's another thing
He's
too.
probably
I'm not
formulating a
fucking
defense
sitting down
for the Tsarnaevs.
I'm
right
not. I'm not sitting down like these fucks you see on these executions, ready to accept it.
I'd
Fuck
assume they're-
you.
well-
I'm gonna run. You shoot me or whatever. I don't give a shit.
Well, I'm
but
sure they're all tied up. I mean, it's not like they're.
I
I'm
seen
sure they're
this
shackled.
one. I seen this one. I shit you
I agree,
not.
though. You got nothing to lose. You might as well
What,
go out fighting.
What? I'm gonna glorify your kill.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You're going to shoot me in the back so I don't even see your
You're not
ass.
gonna get shot. They can cut your head off.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know. Well,
Did you see the one they killed a little baby? The little baby girl?
I don't want to talk about those.
That was sickening,
I
man.
Really, I don't want to talk about those. And the thing about it, he would turn around and say, that never happened. It was by the West. Shit like that. That would just drive me crazy. But in any case, I talked to Nick, and I told him, I don't want to hear that type of shit anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm sick
Done.
of it. Done.
Well, what are we talking about with Nick then?
Well, we're going to be
that's all
talking about a lot of.
Well,
a lot
like
of stuff,
Little Green Men and
a
shit,
lot
and
of
more
I
dimensional travel
I
and,
enjoy that shit.
He
Yeah,
needs
yeah.
to fall into line, though. You know what I mean? The whole
Yeah.
attitude thing, not going to work.
Well, I think if we avoid the Muslim references and stick to Satanism and Jim Morrison being alive and things like that.
I love how we prioritize Satan as not as
that's
bad
cool.
as Muslims.
Yeah, that's cool.
Great.
Yeah.
No, not.
That's
and
all right.
I know,
mind
I'm-
you,
Baby sacrifices and stuff. I mean, he's a big. That's what. What's his name? Aleister Crowley. That guy's nuts. Or he
And
was.
hang on one second. And for any Muslims out there, we didn't
A
mean
disclaimer.
we didn't mean the Muslims in general. We meant the radical Muslims such as the ISIS that are going off stream here, that are just going wacky, and they're really doing some bad shit and using your name, guys. So I'm not saying Muslims in general, nor is Chris, but we're saying that ISIS
I'm not,
is
yeah.
just a little nuts right now and needs to be a little bit reformed.
Yes, a retroactive apology for anyone that was offended by anything we've said that was offensive.
But
or
I
bigoted,
tell you what, though, I'm telling
which
you
is
guys,
not everything on this show.
what the fuck's he doing
Yeah,
taking
what's
all
with
these
the pills? Did I prescribe that?
It's my probiotic.
What's that?
It's
It does.
more nonsense.
Yeah.
Probiotic. It does nothing.
Oh,
Oh, okay. You got the thing on
Another
the pill
myth.
now?
it makes me feel better.
I had this girl in my acting class. She used to sell those probiotics, and I.
They're all hot, too, by the
Oh,
way.
yeah,
they
she
they
was
come
hot.
into my wife's office.
She did a nude scene once in our class.
Oh, God, yes.
And what a bitch this gal was. I had this buddy in my class. His name was Steve. I won't give you his last name. Nice guy.
Can we guess? Isn't that?
No, you don't know this guy. This is in California.
Okay.
Steve, we went out I took him out for his birthday. This guy looked like an android. He had alopecia profunda. He had not one hair on his whole body. Not that I examined his. I saw his whole body. It's a nude scene with this girl.
He's like one of the bald,
He had
Indian cats.
No
He had
eyebrows?
no eyebrows, nothing. Not one hair on his body.
It's a
That's rough,
fucking
man.
Star Trek.
Anyway,
action figure.
he does a scene with this gal, and they do kind of a love scene.
Bow,
Which
bow, now.
yeah, this guy he got a lot of parts because the guy looked like an android.
So that's why they took him? Because he looked like an android?
He looked like an alien. I mean,
Was he completely nude?
not completely, but topless, and then he kind of covered himself with. But she was, you could see pretty much everything on her.
Did he get any Woody?
I would imagine that he was. Yeah, he was making a little ghost out of that sheet. Yeah.
Oh, man.
But the thing is, we had dinner, and I took him out for his birthday. He's a nice guy, and he says, "I just don't understand why I don't get better parts." I said,
Well,
you're
you look like
leading
a-
man.
You're a fucking android.
Right. I mean, Steve, yeah, you look. I mean, you
Well,
look
you
like
didn't
something
tell
out of the Beetlejuice system. You're not even
didn't
you're not
tell
even
him
in this
that.
galaxy. That was nice about it.
How did you...
But you're not
I don't
exactly
believe that,
Tom
actually.
Cruise.
I gotta hear how nice you were. How
That's
did
what I was
you...
gonna say. I don't
said
believe
you
you
were
were
one
nice
ugly
about it.
bastard, man. Who do you? Come on, people want to see. I mean, you're gruesome.
Was he all
You're
white,
gruesome.
You should be in a freak show.
Was he albino looking?
No, he wasn't. But he did have some scar. I think he had some surgery done because I think he's one of those guys that probably had his liver on the wrong side and stuff.
Oh, the fucking
but he was a
guy's
great,
probably
brilliant
dead
guy.
by now, man.
Hey,
And you're
brilliant
ripping
guy,
on
nice
him.
guy. I'm not ripping on him. He just was. But it was just. I guess the point is, you got to know, you're not a leading man. I mean, you're not. You're not whatever Bradley Cooper or whatever. the hell. You're going to be the guy that that Han Solo shoots with a laser, that kind of thing.
Yeah, well,
And that's great because he was getting parts. He was getting a lot of work.
That's one thing too. Those guys need parts too. You know?
Sure.
I mean,
He's doing
you
well.
Can't do a movie without those guys.
You're right.
Someone's got to be the villain.
Right. I'd take it.
I would take
Better
it.
not
and,
getting a part at all.
Speaking of parts, how's my part coming along with the movie?
Well, I think you might have to go to Cleveland, though, to do it. We're shooting in Cleveland.
You son of a bitch! In Cleveland,
if you want a
He
good
did that.
part.
He did that on purpose to.
you son of
you
a
out of
bitch! You did it in
You can
Cleveland.
drive up with me. I'll probably be going up there.
Oh,
We can make a weekend out of it.
She hasn't even called me.
She hasn't called me either. Well, she's called me to tell me where the hell's my script.
Oh.
Because I got another one that
That is not acceptable.
I got to get to work on.
I was really excited, Chris.
Well, I was too.
I was really,
You
know.
have her number? You have her text her?
I text her. She hasn't returned any of my texts.
Well, that's Hollywood for you,
that's
baby.
not a good sign.
Yeah, that's the way it's done.
Hollywood.
Hollywood sucks. Let me tell you, don't get involved.
See, talk to my agent.
Yeah,
see, I'm taking a big cut on doing this Men of Granite.
Yeah,
see,
yeah, talk to my manager here, Mug.
I've already lost like 5 pounds.
Yeah, I
ready
think
for
she's
my
waiting
script.
for you to cut down a little bit.
Son of a bitch! I really wanted to be in this. I thought it was a start for my Ochoman and for you guys as well. I was thinking about you guys.
You want to appear as the Ochoman in your credits?
Well, I'd be John.
Okay.
My
well, we'll
name,
give you
but-
J. Ochoman last name.
I guess, yeah.
In quotations.
Well, that would be good. But fuck, you're telling me I got to go to Cleveland and now
We're
I don't
shooting it
even
here, but I
fucking
don't
have a
think, if you
script
want a
now.
better part, I think you probably have to go to Cleveland because the interiors are in Cleveland.
You motherfucker, you! I can't believe you're fucking doing this to me.
I don't cast the thing. I'm the writer. I have no power
you
whatsoever.
You fucking tell her you're pulling the script.
Yeah. Either he gets a part or it's all over.
You tell her right now, I'm calling this and I'm pulling the plug on this Men of Granite. It's not even in Granite. It's in Cleveland.
Well, 1 week 1 week is in Granite.
What
well,
week's that?
geez,
Maybe
hey.
I can.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You'll be, but I think the better parts will probably be in Cleveland because these are more crowd scenes, etc. Your background.
Oh, for God's
So if you want something with a little
sake.
more meat in it,
Yeah, I got plenty of meat, I'll tell you that. Ah.
it's dissipating. You're doing well. What are you having for? What are you going to eat today? How are you going to lose a couple pounds?
Today,
Probiotic?
she's got me on so many calories I could have. And fuck, these calories.
How many?
Well, 1,500.
Ooh, 1,500 for you?
Yeah, 1,500.
Oh, geez.
It ends up being 2 pounds a week.
Well, I bet, yeah. But can you live on 1,500
Well,
calories?
you know, I thought 1,500. You think of 1,000. What can possibly be 1,000? Fuck, you eat one
One of those
biscuit
big
and
burritos at Walmart's 1,000, isn't it? It's got like a gram of salt.
yeah. How the hell you live off of that?
I
You're
love
done.
those
That's
things.
it. Boom. You're finished.
Boom.
You can't have anything
There's
more.
your 1,500.
There's a 1,500. Go watch your Papa John commercial at 12
Yeah, and then go
o'clock
eat
at
yourself a
night.
Blizzard over at Dairy Queen.
Oh, fuck me.
Well, that's probably about, I don't know how many thousand that is.
It's going crazy. And then I look out in my backyard, try to relax, and I got steam coming out of the pool like it's a fucking soup.
Get the La Brea tar pits over there.
Hey,
I don't know what, who knows?
I'll tell you, I'm dying over here.
hey, dying over here, see?
That movie, Easy Money, it wouldn't be that easy for me either.
What
to
was that
lose-
about?
It was
Money.
about Rodney. He's got to
Yeah.
lose the weight. He can't smoke. He can't gamble. He can't
Ooh.
can't do any of that shit anymore.
And what does he get, like $1 million if he does it or
Oh,
something?
he gets the entire inheritance.
Wow.
Yeah, so the cousin, the woman's brother, is trying to make it really tough on him. She keeps ordering
Sure.
like pizzas
Of
at his
course.
house and everything. And he's, his best friend.
What's the other one he was in? I like the way he did the Triple Lindy
that's
dive.
such
Back
a
to School.
Yeah, that was such a stupid movie.
You didn't like that? I like that movie.
I couldn't get into it. Every time I looked at the jump, it wasn't even
Wow,
him.
yeah, well, come on.
I wanna
You think
see
Rodney
Rodney
Dangerfield's going to do a
Well, then
Triple
don't
Lindy?
do it. Don't shoot the fucking movie if you're not going to do it.
I didn't know you were such a stickler for realism.
Well, that's
it was funny.
I look at shit like that. You know, it bothers me. That's
well, still
all it bothers me.
Caddyshack's got to be the
Caddyshack.
ultimate.
Caddyshack. I'm telling you, Easy Money was first for me. Caddyshack
You
with
thought it was better
Rodney.
than Caddyshack?
With Rodney
Caddyshack?
Dangerfield. Rodney Dangerfield's best parts were Easy Money, then Caddyshack. That's how I got it. I'm a big Rodney fan.
Right,
even
I
on
know
my
that.
even on my thing on my phone, you see Rodney Dangerfield. That's my guy.
I know you've been doing his impressions
He
for
has,
little
yeah.
kids.
Well, even lately.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yo, Mick, I got a good chance of beating him,
Yeah.
He's trying to duck me.
They're going to duck me, Mick.
Now, which one of the Rockies do you like the best?
Hey, I didn't get into Rocky 3. That was the one that with the whole Mr. T
Yeah.
bullshit. Fuck that. Who wanted to see Mr. T and fuck you? I didn't want to see that. Rocky 1, Rocky 2 were probably the top notch, and then Rocky 4. Man, I'm telling you right now, I was in high school during that time, and you seen him take on the Russian, and the Russian's got his
That
modern.
guy's still in pretty good shape.
He's got his modern
Dolph
equipment and
Lundgren.
shit. Well, so is Sylvester Stallone. You wonder about steroids in Hollywood. Fuck
well,
me.
of
These
course.
guys are all still cut.
Yeah, but it's not illegal. I mean, it may be illegal, but I'm sure they're prescribed, and
Yeah.
it's not the same. I don't think.
No, I got you.
They're
but
not testing for it.
But even in that movie Grudge Match, when you had De Niro taking on Sylvester, you've seen De Niro's real body. It looked like us.
He looks like
you've seen Sylvester's. He looked like a guy that looked like he aged while he was on roids or something like that. So
Arnold looks like that too, kind of.
Oh, Arnold, jeez, what's he do?
We
now?
got his son in my movie.
What's he do now?
I don't know. Making movies, I guess.
Arnold's still coming up with movies. He came up with a movie with Sly with that. There were like 10 of them or 8
He's
of
been
them.
in the Expendables.
Expendables. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
What's your favorite Arnold movie?
Well, I gotta say it's been Predator and Conan.
I like the Terminator myself, the first one.
The first one, that was great. That was great. Well, you said the best one, and I think the Predator to me was the best movie that I've seen with Arnold Schwarzenegger when he covers himself in dirt and you're one ugly motherfucker.
Weathers was in that one too.
Yeah. Imagine
my
that.
buddy's good friends with him. So he's a really nice guy, Carl Weathers. Yeah, and he's in good shape
What's
too.
he doing now?
He's doing some movies and making appearances. That guy can always do these conventions, etc.
He did that Happy Gilmore.
Yeah,
that was funny too.
He's supposed to be a really nice guy,
and he's pretty versatile. If he could do that, do that. So he's
and he looks good.
He still looks good too.
I had a buddy through the same guy, this podiatrist. He gave me I got a book from Michael Buffer.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's his patient.
And he signed it.
To Dr. Kachigian. From he calls himself Volo, I think. Vodo, voice of the Octagon, VOTO.
Now wait a minute. Vodo is the assistant for Satan.
Oh boy.
That's Nick talking.
No, I can't wait to have Nick back on
Isn't
that
that
one.
Volo? Or what is that? What does Led Zeppelin always put?
Yeah,
Zofo, right? Isn't that
no, that's Zofo. Sorry.
Zofo. That's because Zeppelin put that on all their things.
Yeah.
Is that what that's for? Right,
That's
kind of
what I
devilish.
was thinking. Okay,
Yes.
never mind. Void that last
Voice
one.
of the Octagon.
Voice of the Octagon.
He's a nice guy, Michael Buffer.
So anyway, I'm on this 1,500 calorie bullshit. It ain't working out at all. It's quite. I feel like those guys they put in Alaska. They got to roam and try to eat like ants and the garbage worms and shit. I've had like 60 calories. It's enough to get me for a couple hours.
You think you can really sustain this? I
I don't know, man.
think
I
you
don't
do.
know how
The
your
rest of
fucking
life,
cousin's doing this. I really
don't
don't. I can't imagine not eating.
He eats a little chicken, he eats a little salmon, some nuts.
Oh, beautiful. Yum, yum.
I don't know how he does it.
Fuck that.
Now I can go. I fast every day. I fast 18 hours a day.
Wow.
18 hours a day.
Yeah, I don't eat anything after 8. I don't eat anything before noon.
No kidding.
I can do that. No problem. You get a little hungry, but
Oh, well, that's good because that's
Then
the
you can eat
shit
anything
that
you
I'm-
want.
That's the shit I'm doing too. But I eat in the morning because she told me I got to eat something in the morning. Well, when I eat something in the morning, boom, 6, 7,
Yeah, well, there
800
goes.
calories
Yeah, I know,
are
it's
gone.
gone.
And so you're telling me I got to not eat anything
I think
till
you're
dinner
better
time.
off fasting.
Well, I don't know.
But that's not what I do. Is not for losing weight. It's more for health. They say it's good for.
It
lunch.
loosens up the intestines, does it?
No, apparently what happens
Your
is
poopy comes out really fast, does
you
it?
kind of do get it. It slides a little bit. Yeah, it's a White Castle
that's
shit.
good.
But what happens is apparently it's this paleo diet. If you go back to the Cro-Magnon man, etc., these cavemen.
Yeah.
Well, they'd kill whatever. They kill a mastodon or whatever and eat it, and then
What
for
the
days.
fuck is a Masterano?
Mastodon, a big elephant, a woolly
Say a fucking
woolly
elephant.
mammoth.
How do I know what
Because they
the
weren't
hell that is?
elephants; they were mastodons. They had the big tusks.
Okay, I picture an elephant
All right.
with tusks. Fuck. Go ahead.
Anyway,
My listeners didn't know what a
sure they do.
Mastophamus.
Come on,
All right, go
a
ahead.
very intelligent audience.
Yeah. it's-
Stupid host, but very intelligent audience.
All right,
anyway,
go on. No one asked you
They'd
about
kill
me.
it and they'd eat like pigs for a day, but then they might not catch anything or
Wait
kill
a minute.
anything for
Wait,
weeks.
They ate pigs too?
No, they ate the mastodon. They ate as like pigs. It's
Oh, I got you. I got
Yeah.
you. Okay. I got you.
so anyway.
They ate the elephant. No,
Right. Well, then
they
they starve for days and days because you never know. It's like Hollywood. You might get a part, but then you go 6 months without getting anything.
Ah.
So that's why it's called the paleo diet. But the thing is, when your body is not eating, because eating takes a lot of the metabolism is geared toward your eating.
Right.
Well, when you're not eating and you're fasting, your body goes into repair mode. Apparently, now this is the logic. I don't know. I've read a lot about it. So what does it do? It repairs things, your cells, your chromosomes, your teeth, your hair, etc. And it's supposed to be good for your whole body.
So every day you do this.
I try. I mean, 5 days a week at least.
Do you cut down on the glutamalose?
Gluten?
Yeah, gluten.
No.
Gluten?
You can eat anything you want.
You
You just... I was on Plenty of Fish the other day, and some gal goes, I can eat. She said something about being a glutton, and she spelled it gluten. And she's talking about how smart she was.
We have, and God bless her, this chick that comes over. She's Armenian. She's friends of the family, and she's a vegetarian.
Oh,
okay.
boy.
Well, here's the thing. When she comes over, it's almost got to be.
You're a vegetarian.
No, well, not me. I'm still going to eat, but this is what I'm saying to you. It's almost got to be like you have to do everything for her. Everything's got to be done. Okay, but do they fucking do that for us when we go to their house?
No,
they try to convert you
Yeah.
to eating their shit.
They're proselytizing.
Yes, they're prostituting. Yes, that's what I say.
I'm going to educate this guy one way or another.
Go fuck yourself, because I'm telling you a story here, and next thing you know, you bring up my prostate and shit.
Yeah, stop
Polysyllabic.
talking about the fucking Ochoman.
Sesquipedalian verbiage.
We may have a problem.
All right, go ahead. So what happened?
Okay,
Yeah,
so the point is, when they come over to
push
my
little meat in
house,
front of her, fucker. You're a little pork chop.
It doesn't.
No, that's it. Or let her starve.
You can't do that. I mean, I make eggplants and stuff. Gratefully,
Aubergine.
she's very happy with that, and I'm very happy to do it. No, don't get me
As
wrong.
long as she doesn't come
But
over often.
But when you do have a vegetarian that you go to their house, and it's not about this person, but I went to this other person that she's a vegetarian.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, suddenly, I'm having to eat couscous with fucking tomatoes, and I'm like, where the fuck is the meat in this?
Are these chicks
Where's
single?
the meat?
Huh?
Are these chicks single?
No, they were married too, and then when we have,
I don't think I'd date a vegetarian. Anyway.
we have a friend from Peru. He cooked something up. It was all vegetarian bullshit, and I'm like, where's the fucking meat? I can't see no meat. I'm out of here. I can't sit around.
What do you like, ribeye? I like the ribeye.
I like ribeye, but you know what? There's this piece of meat now. It's not just regular sirloin, but it's like the best sirloin, and it really is damn good on shish kebab, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's perfect. And meat is getting a little expensive now. I went to
Damn right it is.
check out the steaks and so forth.
Yeah.
They're like $14.99. Before, you could have caught the same piece for $8.99 or something. And $15. And stop with the 99. I hate that. Just call it $9 fucking or $15.
Well, you know, even stupider than that is you buy gas. It's $2.69.9.
Yeah, when the hell does that 9 come to play?
Yeah, you got change for a penny. You got 9/10 of a cent somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. What the hell does that mean? I just never understood.
Hey, speaking of Memorial Day, remember when it used to be the big deal was which song would be number one on the Memorial Day 500? You know, on the radio. Remember that?
I kind of do.
Yeah.
You know,
Reflect
Acacia?
on it a little bit.
Acacia. They had because the Indy 500, they had the
Right.
500. I guess they're starting right about now, huh?
Yeah.
They start like Friday morning, and they play the top 500. So I probably wouldn't even recognize 300 of them now.
And
It was always Hey Jude used to win a lot.
Hey Jude.
Hey Jude was number one a few times.
Well, I don't think
Stairway to Heaven won a couple times.
Probably Frank Stallone, probably with his America flag waving.
On
and-
Casey? Are you kidding?
Yeah, well, Casey's went down, man. I mean,
Well, that's what I'm talking about 25 years ago when we were...
Frank Stallone was popular 25 years ago.
Frank Stallone?
Yeah, Frank
Doing what?
Stallone. Hey, get a song by Frank Stallone, will you? I'm not losing my mind here. I mean, he had some songs.
He's a singer?
He was Sylvester Stallone's
I know. Yeah, his
brother.
Is
And
his mother still alive?
I don't
Wasn't
know,
she
but
telling fortunes and stuff? She had a psychic network?
Yeah, you've heard this.
This video's amazing.
That's Frank Stallone?
Hey, look at that.
Oh,
This is the end.
that's got to be the 80s,
You
huh?
made your choice and
God,
now
God, I
my
hope so.
chance is over.
If it's not, we're all in trouble.
I thought I was
That's not a bad song.
See, I told you that.
I didn't know it was Frank Stallone. How should I know?
Oh, fuck. There you go.
You're supposed to know everything.
You know, shit.
No, I'm not
I'm
good.
very
No,
disappointed.
Popular culture
when
is
you,
not. You know that. Hey, I had to use my lifelines on popular culture.
Yeah, why didn't you
Every
call me?
idiot
Why
I
didn't-
know
why didn't
knew
you
the
call
question
me?
I used my lifeline for on that. I don't even remember the damn. What's her name?
I was really
Avril
shocked.
Lavigne.
I was really shocked. I
don't know that stuff.
I sat home that day that you said you may be calling me.
You
for
were one
the-
of my lifelines.
I was
Get
one
outta
of your
here.
lifelines for sports.
Yeah. What was the subject? Mastodons.
Well,
Gonna call you.
There was nothing called on sports. There was nothing. That,
No, I had a stud for sports. A guy in my gym in California. This guy was like, supposedly knew every. He was an NBA guy. The NBA was off.
Well, this is something new here. May 22nd. How many fucking years later? Was it?
13.
13 years later, I just find out that I sat home and
Yeah, I didn't put you on the list.
you didn't put me on the list.
You weren't on the list.
Why, you motherfucker! I thought you had me on a list. I sat home.
You know why? For my baseball guy, was Bindy's Bill. Bill's really good at baseball. He was
All
at my
right,
house.
You made your fucking point, and so
Yeah.
now you got a bar
Yeah, Muggy.
guy, Bindi,
Yeah.
was ahead of me too.
Well, I don't know what your specialty was. What sport? Football?
Well, yeah, if it was football, dude. What do you think? God damn, you knew me from back then too. I can't believe this.
Unbelievable.
Chris, I mean, this is the guy that told me he's going to use me, and I sat by the phone.
This is an episode for True Confessions here. You know, we're talking
This
about
is-
my
You
anal
never-
intrusions.
You
and,
never loved me.
Anal Intrusions with Armand Kachigan.
Yeah.
we have a new show. That's better than
Yeah.
Ocho, man.
Oh,
that has a
God.
ring to
You,
it.
you got to sit by a female though to fuck
Yes,
with your
as
anal.
long as there is, yes.
To fuck
If you're by yourself, it's gay.
Erectile
Not,
assist.
and there's nothing wrong with being gay. If you want to do it, go ahead,
Yeah,
do
listen,
it. We
if you're going to
just do it,
apologize
though.
to Muslims, you're going to have to apologize to gays. There's nothing
yeah,
wrong
of
with
course.
being gay.
There's nothing wrong with being
or gay and Muslim.
gay and
Ooh, I
A
don't know, you're in
guzzlem.
trouble.
A guzzlem.
you may not last long.
A cum guzzlem.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how well that's going to be taped.
They may duct tape you and throw you off a building, and God forbid you survive, because if you survive, then they're going to stone you.
Yeah.
A hell of a concept. I hope to go in the air with a heart attack.
I don't think I'd want to be stoned. Did you ever read that story, The Lottery, by Shirley Jackson?
No, go ahead, fill us in.
Chris, you know this story. Didn't you read it in high school?
Well, I waited for the movies.
I don't know if they made it. It might have. It'd be a great movie. No, it's about.
It was always
You've
on.
never read that story?
Every one of my movies I watched was on PBS.
It's
and then
a short story by Shirley Jackson. You know this one, Chris?
No, I don't.
They get all these. It's a small town. All these families come together and they have a lottery.
Okay.
And they pick the name of a family. Okay? So then, out of the family, they pick one person. They give out all the sheets of paper. One has a dot on it or whatever, and that's the winner of the lottery. And the winner of the lottery gets stoned to death.
Shut up.
Isn't that great? Who would think of something like that?
Not
what
me.
I bet
what a
that's
great,
where they got the movie what? Not Perjury. Well, that
Oh,
one.
the
Purge?
The Purge.
Purge.
I know exactly where they got that one. That's from that Star Trek episode with what's his name, Landru.
Oh,
remember? Because they had
shut
festival.
up with your Star Trek. No
It's
one-
true. It's
no
true. For
one-
24 hours, they beat the shit out of each other and raping and everything else. That's where they got it. I'm telling
Really?
you. Of course, yeah.
I-
Watch the episode.
We need to look into that. We need to get that guy on
See,
our.
here's the thing: you can't copyright a plot. I mean, you can't sue somebody because they stole your plot.
Really?
No, of course not. They do it all
I,
the time.
I thought you could.
No, I don't think so. Now,
Then what?
well, the Screenwriters Guild will, if I write a movie and you steal it and your movie is exactly like mine and you had access to my movie, the Screenwriters Guild will arbitrate, and if they think that there's, if they think
There's
there's
something
yeah,
there.
they'll award, a certain percentage, etc. But it's, look how many Shakespeare plots people steal all the time.
Well, you know what I was thinking? What if, like you hear an American song, let's say you live in Kazakhstan, and you heard this American song, couldn't you convert that to your own Kazakhstan song and make it to where the words changed around a little bit, but then you'd make it into Kazakhstan
Well, I think
song?
what they generally do is they just pirate the damn song and sell it. That's the problem. Is it's that intellectual property and patents and all that. I mean, you have to talk to our friend Coop about all this, but that's a big problem. These people just pirate these movies, songs, etc., and sell them. And it's intellectual property.
Because now you look at that Frank Stallone
I mean, look at you. You're going to be a
song.
star on Men of Granite.
I'm
People are
not.
gonna be
You're
using
not.
your
You're
for
not even.
posters and
You're not even using me, Dick.
The gal's got to respond first.
And then when I get to Cleveland, they're going to say, no, the scene's in New York.
yeah,
So they're going to keep sending me like the guy on Office Space. They're going to keep
you're going to
sending
end up back
me
in Beirut.
one
where you
area
come
to
from.
another.
Back in Beirut.
Come on, go back where you come from.
Yeah.
That's from Raging Bull. Remember that? Get out of here. Go back where you come from.
Yeah, you love that movie.
I bet I've seen that movie 500 times.
Is that your favorite movie?
No, my favorite movie is Adventures of Robin Hood, but Raging Bull's my favorite boxing movie.
Stupid.
Favorite De
I
Niro
cannot
movie.
believe you watched that. That's your favorite movie, Adventures of fucking Robin Hood?
Yeah, perfect movie.
What is
perfect
that, a cartoon?
You know, this guy, just because it was made in 1938.
You know what?
Willie.
We have a movie. We have a movie that I was going to say for him, and I'll bring it back up with him too. But we got a Charlie Chaplin movie.
Oh yeah, sure. I've seen them all.
You seen them all?
Every one.
Hey, Chris,
Yep.
what about that Charlie Chaplin movie
Which
that
one?
there was a fucking phone?
Oh, yeah. The one there. Yeah.
Oh, what? Yeah, go ahead.
The
Go.
phone? Are you sure it wasn't an alarm clock?
No. Here we go. Here we go. And I want you to know.
Time
You want me to
Traveler.
name? You want me to name this?
Here it is.
I have to name this movie.
No, hang on. Will
Now,
you?
just watch.
Just watch this.
Just watch this now. Now, you at home, if you could hear this, let's see.
Was it that? Look at that. Look at that woman. She's talking to.
On a cell phone.
You got to rewind that
Here,
again.
right
Look at
there.
that. She's talking on a cell phone.
And disappears.
Here we go again.
One more time, and this will be on
Is this
the...
Nick's work here? Did he turn you guys on to this?
No, I've actually
This
seen this
was-
for years. Look right here.
this
right
was-
here.
If it's a circus, that's
Look,
1928.
and gone.
And watch this. Watch this, though. This is interesting because here she comes again. They're going to show this. Here she comes. Where are you, honey? Here she comes. Look at that. She's talking, or he's talking on the phone.
Yep, that's a cell phone. And it's like see-through, too. And then...
It's gone.
Bye-bye.
That's unbelievable shit there. And
I
this
want to get
was
Nick's opinion on this.
This was compliments of my friend, the Gary Henson, who reminded us this to put on your show. He mentioned it to me, and I said, "You got to be kidding!" He goes, "No shit. Look it up. It's in a 1920, 1930 movie, and it's
28. That's
it's
the circus.
1928 movie of Charlie Chaplin." He said, and my God, there it was for you to even see. That's bizarre, wasn't it?
All right, well, I'll grant you that is outre.
And I cannot wait to hear this from Nick on
right, we gotta
his
show-
take on that one.
So now, I guess, what's the implication? Has somebody time traveled back to 1928 with a cell phone?
Well,
Yes.
we're saying that there's a lot of stuff that happened back then that we can't
And that's like his
explain
B-roll
now.
footage.
Ah.
Like that's like, B-roll. So it's not like it was set up.
Oh, okay. Well, where'd you get that?
It was, it's all over the internet. I mean, it's been on YouTube and everything else.
Well, I missed out on that too.
Well, there you go. So you know what? We got that going. We got to bring that back up to the scene that whenever Nick
Oh,
gets
Nick,
there.
yeah, I can't wait for Nick's
And-
analysis of
and
that.
it looked like you were completely shocked by that.
I mean, it was interesting. I was fascinated. I'll have to give that an appraisal.
And you never would have thought you'd see that.
Not in a Chaplin movie. I don't
we
remember
captured
seeing that
like
one.
that. There you go. I mean, how could you beat that? I mean, that was great shit there.
Hey, well, but we were talking about plots, etc. Remember that horrible movie we saw? You and I wanted to go see Pamela Anderson naked, so we went to see
Barbed Wire.
Barbed Wire.
Oh, God.
That is an absolute rip-off of Casablanca.
Well, the actual biggest ripoff was that
Yeah.
fucking
the bubble bath she took with the
No,
I don't like the way they
for-
cover her tits with those feathers. Reg.
Yeah, that was wrong. That was.
I remember how he wanted his money back.
because I
was
really
no nudity.
I really loved Pamela Anderson back then, man.
I love her
thought
now.
She was so hot, and the movie that me and you went to go see, the complete bust was Thin Red Line. Remember that?
Did we see that?
Me and you went to go see it, and it was like pathetic.
Yeah, it was awful.
All we did was expect something to happen, and nothing kept happening.
Yeah,
and
that
I'm
was a
like,
long,
what
horrible
the hell's
movie.
going on here? And you kept laughing because I was like, I got up, I left.
I think I left too. It was pretty awful.
Anyway, my
We
friends,
haven't seen a good movie together. I
Oh,
don't
we
think
haven't.
ever did.
Well, it's not
We
proper.
never had a good trip to
It's-
Vegas
it's
together.
Not proper.
We
to-
always lost.
Yeah, we had a hard time together. I don't even know how we're friends still. But
We don't
then-
travel. That's how we spend half an hour a week together, and that's it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you're out of the movie.
well, you told me that it was going to be in Granite City, though.
Well, it will be, but
I'm going to be part of the masses. In any case,
day player.
you got anything out there, Chris?
Nope.
How come we're not getting emails anymore?
Well, the emails, I'll tell you what, we had one guy in charge, and I fired him, and now we don't get our emails.
Start sending us emails. We'll get them next week, info@ochoman.com.
We did have that one email from our friend Gary Henson, who came up with this Charlie Chaplin.
He sent that in.
Yeah, and he's from actually from the Illinois side, and we were very happy to have him as a loyal listener.
Absolutely.
Whatever happened to that disloyal listener, the guy from the Alamo?
I'm sure he's still there.
And I'm sure that we do get emails from him, but they don't put it on. And
discard
you know what?
file, delete, spam.
I'm not looking to get into a little fight with a Cowboy fan.
Yeah, well, you got me in a fight on Facebook anyway, you and your stupid global warming.
Well, I just sent that to you,
Man,
you know.
man,
I didn't know my
to...
fans were going to be jumping all over your ass on that.
God, I was going to go
you
pistols at 20 paces with that guy.
Well, I'm glad you did it. Hey,
affair of honor.
Is it time for my picks here, my friends?
It's time for your picks. Let's rock and roll here.
Wow, 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 wow.
Get set. It's time for the Ochoman's Big Picks of the Day.
Bad to the bone.
All right, my friends. You know what? I'm going with a couple Major League Baseball action games for you guys tonight that I'm really excited about. I like the pitcher of Andrew Kashner here. He's taking on the L.A. Dodgers' Zach Greinke, and I'm taking the San Diego Padres on the road. Plus 175, that's the game that I'm really all over, and that's one of my plays here. And I'm going to jump on Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's been good to me in baseball or in hockey, and now in baseball. And Tampa Bay has found a way of winning that down there without Madden, and I like Tampa Bay. Scott Kazmir is not going to beat Chris Archer today. I think it's going to be Tampa Bay on a low scoring. I think they're going to turn things around here. I think it's going to be a 4-1 type of game, and I like Tampa Bay in that one. And what about you in the stocks? Are you still picking anything out there?
You know, the old saying is sell in May and go away. So I don't know. Be careful. But if you got a couple grand to gamble,
and I
you
live
want to
by
make a
the
lot
bay,
of money, but you could afford to lose it. Shake Shack.
What do you say?
Shake Shack.
Shake? What do you say, babe?
Short it.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's gonna go down because
what is?
Have you heard of Shake Shack?
No. What the fuck is Shake Shack?
It's like five guys. It's this burger place that everybody's going nuts over in New York.
Uh-huh.
They went public a few months ago and it started like $20, $25. Now it's over $100.
It's over $100.
It's going crazy. They don't make it. For instance, let me tell you, Jack in the Box, for instance.
Yeah.
Its market value is based on $1 million a store.
Right.
Per year.
Wow.
Shake Shack is based on $48 million a store. It's
You're
way
kidding
overpriced.
me.
They're going crazy over it.
What,
so
is
it's going to crash.
Is
it's
it a big
bubble.
burger?
It's supposed to be the best, but it's just not. Doesn't.
How expensive is it?
Well, it's not that expensive. Well, it's New York. I'm sure it's $10-12, but that's not the point. Everybody's going crazy over it. They all want to buy Shake Shack, and it's going to. Trust me, it's going to crash.
Okay, so you're saying you're banking on a fucking company to crash?
Yeah, I'm banking on going down to 40 again, 30.
Fucking
Well, you might as well make money if you're going to do it.
Don Drysdale.
It may go to the moon, but all you can lose if you buy puts, $2,000 worth of puts, you could make 5-10 times your money.
Wait, it wasn't Don Drysdale. It was
sandbagging son of a bitch.
Yeah, no kidding.
Where'd that come from?
I'm glad he said that. But Don Drysdale is a pitcher. I
know him. Yeah, I know that.
I meant Drysdale, the fucking bank.
Milburn Drysdale.
Yeah, Milburn Drysdale.
Hey, I liked his son, Sonny. Remember him? He liked Ellie Mae.
No, Ellie Mae, I would have done her.
She's still alive, right?
I'm not
I think
doing
she died.
her now.
I think she died.
Well, okay, I don't want to do a dead person. All right, my friends, we have a great Memorial Weekend out there.
Yeah.
Remember, if you see a soldier out there, hey, you know what? Maybe shake his hand out there and say thank you for what you guys are doing.
Thank you for your service.
And the veterans out there,
thank you, too.
This is all about you, so fuck everybody else. You made this all possible, my friend. Armand, what you got going this weekend?
Nothing. I got to write all weekend.
Go right then. Chris?
Now you can find the Ochoman Show, ochoman.com. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. If you want to have your questions asked on the show, info@ochoman.com. You have any stuff you want to ask Ochoman, Armand, Nick,
make it
me,
simple.
Anybody, make it very simple and in English.
I
or
want
Armenian.
my questions to be very difficult.
And you can find us on the iTunes Store and Stitch App for Android.
All right, my friends, from the Ocho Man and the crew here, we are out of here.
And it ain't over now. Because when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Who's with me? Let's go! Come on!
The Ocho Man, Behind the Eight Ball, only on Ignotainment. Leave us your questions and comments below this podcast in the comments section of the iTunes podcast store.